What is up, guys? Noah here, and today we have a little bit different of a video than what you're used to seeing. Usually I go out on the course and I film myself and some other people playing around, but today is actually the first video that's going to be filmed in my basement, which is where I do most of my putting practice. So for today's video, we're going to be seeing what I can get as my best score on the Perfect Putt 360 app. This is an app, I'm not sure when it came out, but I recently downloaded it about 2 weeks ago, and it's a putting practice app that lets you putt from different distances, and it gives you different point values based on how many you make, if you make your first and last one, and if you make all the putts at a certain location. So I'll go over the rules a little bit more later in the video, show you where I'm putting from, and it should be fun. I did look back, my high score is a 300, but this video is going to be strictly my first try in front of the camera. I'm probably going to speed up parts of it and cut parts of it just to make the video a little bit quicker and better looking, but trust me, it's going to be all my first take. I'm not going to like stitch together a perfect 360 score for you guys, so keep in mind it's my first try and we're going to see how I do. Well, as I said before, the Perfect Putt 360 app does keep track of your score. For those of you that have used this app before, you'll understand it a little better, but the scoring can get kind of complicated. So the main premise is you throw 10 putts from 10 feet, 15 feet, 20 feet, 25 feet, and then 30 feet. And that counts as a round. Once you finish that round, you play another round, and the score is out of 360 for those 2 rounds combined. So overall, you're throwing 100 putts. So the bonuses that go into the game, if you putt from, say, 10 feet and you make your first putt, you might get like a 2-point bonus, and if you make your last putt, of those 10 putts, you might get a bonus too. I'm not going to go over all the precise scoring, but just know the bonuses are if you make all 10 putts from a specific location, and if you make the first or last putt. And putting from 30 feet, you also get bigger bonuses. So the bonuses go up as you get further away from the basket. So the bonus for making the first putt at 10 feet won't be nearly as high as making the first or last putt from 30 feet. So that's pretty much how the game works. I'll keep you guys updated with the score on my phone, since the app does keep track of the score, which is very nice. My review of the app, it is a very useful tool. It really puts pressure on yourself to make those first and last putts, since you know you have the bonuses. Sometimes when us disc golfers practice, it's hard to put pressure on ourselves that we feel in the actual tournament. So I think this app does a very good job of putting that pressure on us and giving us practice for actual tournaments. The best strategy for this game is to have 10 putters so that you don't have to keep going to the basket and back at a specific distance. I only have 6 putters, so I'm just going to use 5, and this way I throw 5 from one distance, go to the basket, get those 5 out, go back to that same distance, and putt again for my 10 total. Alright, so this first putt is from 10 feet, and just a heads up, I'm putting with the Triple S Voodoo putter by Gateway. It's a pretty straight putter, and I really like the grip and feel of the plastic. So first 10 putts from 10 feet. Ten for 10 for that first distance. Alright, so now after that first 10-foot distance, we're going to move back and do 10 putts from 15 feet. Alright, so we were 10 for 10 from 15 feet also. So 10 and 15 feet is usually that distance that I'm pretty comfortable making close to 100%. Now we're at 20 feet going for 10 putts. This is where it gets a little interesting, so we'll see how I do. Alright, so we went 10 from 10 from 20 feet, so I will take that. Doing pretty well right now. Okay, so now we're moving back to 25 feet, which is the fourth distance in this round. 10 putts from here. Alright, so from that distance we went 7 for 10. We got the first bonus for making the first putt, but we missed out on the 2 bonuses for making the last putt and making all 10 putts from that distance. So now we move back to 30 feet, and then that's the end of the first round. Okay, so my basement is literally 30 feet long, so there's not much room for me to put the camera behind me to film this from 30 feet. So I'm going to be next to the camera. Just trust that it is me putting next to the camera since you can't really see me. But this is the last distance for this first round, 10 putts from 30 feet. Let's finish out strong. So from 30 feet we made 5 for 10 putts. We didn't get the first made bonus or all 10 made bonus, but we did make that last putt, so we get a bonus for that. I will say, if you don't feel enough pressure just playing the game by itself, try recording yourself and telling yourself you're going to put it on YouTube no matter how good or bad you do. Definitely puts a little added pressure on. So now I'll show you the score after round 1. Alright guys, so after that first round through of all 5 distances with my 50 putts, my score is 108. I started good with going 10 for 10 from 10 feet, 15 feet, and 20 feet. And 7 for 10 from 25 feet isn't that bad. I'd like to make probably 8 to 9 or hopefully 10. 5 for 10 from 30 feet, it's okay. 30 feet sort of that tricky spot for me where it's hard to get a lot of power right now with my straddle putt because literally right outside the circle I like to jump putt. So having to keep my balance and putt from 30 feet is a little tricky for me. But 108 points for the first round. You guys can see it right there. So we're going to do the second round now, and then we add those 2 together to get our total out of 360. Okay, so now we are back to our 10 putts at the 10 feet distance, and then we just go through the same order again, just moving back the 5 feet increments, doing 10 putts at each, and then we'll have our 100 putt total out of 360. So let's see how we do. Alright, so we made all 10 from 10 feet. Alright, so we move back. Now we have 10 putts from 15 feet. Alright, so again we made all 10 putts from 10 feet and 15 feet. I would definitely take that going into the second round. So now we were at 10 putts from 20 feet. And we were 10 for 10 from 20 feet again. Okay, so now we're back to 10 putts at 25 feet. Let's see if we can do a little bit better than the first round. I will definitely take that 10 for 10 from 25 feet. Okay, so now I'm moving back for 10 putts from 30 feet. This is my last station, and actually a chance to have a perfect, just one round of 50 putts. A perfect round. I haven't done that yet, and I promise this is my first take. I'm not putting together like an awesome round for you guys on YouTube to watch. So trust me, I'm going to be next to the camera again, since it's sort of hard to put the camera behind me. So I'll be putting next to it, and you'll see the putts come into the camera frame. So let's try and have that first perfect round here. Alright, we're not. Gotta get it up. There we go. Man. Alright, 3 for 10 from 30 feet. Alright guys, so we're finished up with the entire game, total of 100 putts. Our final score is 231 points out of 360. And out of the entire 100 putts, we only missed 15, as you can see here. Some of those putts were pretty pivotal, especially that last round from 30 feet where I only made 3 out of 10. As I said before, that distance is kind of awkward for me right now because 3 feet behind that is where I can jump putt and I feel pretty comfortable. So having to maintain my balance from that 30 feet is a little difficult for me right now. So I will say, just to wrap up this video and my entire round, I am pretty pleased with how I putted. Definitely having that added pressure of knowing I was going to put it on YouTube no matter, even if I missed a 10-foot putt, I told myself I'm still going to put it onto YouTube. So especially proud of myself that second round for making every single putt within 25 feet. And I tell myself if I make every putt inside like 23 feet during a round, I'll be happy with myself. So definitely making those putts within 25 feet is definitely something I want to continue to do and continue to practice on. I really recommend to you guys getting this app, practicing your putts with definitely that added pressure. I think it definitely adds a level of practice you don't get when you're just putting by yourself in the basement. So if you do have the app, you can post a score in the comments section, see how it compares to my 231, and yeah, just get out there and start practicing. Definitely think this is a great tool to get you better at putting. So hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and keep coming back for future videos on the channel. See you guys next time.